My next patron question is from Joshua, who wants me to compare two movies about the same profession. Between the following two film depictions of firefighters, which is better, Backdraft or Ladder 49? In addition to being about firefighters, both films also focus on the dangers of the job and the camaraderie between the people of the firehouse as their bond grows over the course of the film, along with their personal lives. So which do I think told that story better? Of these two, I actually prefer Ladder 49. Ladder 49 employs an interesting structure, as most of the film is told through flashbacks. In the present day, Joaquin Phoenix's character Jack is stuck in a burning building, and we cut back to his life before then and how it got to that point. I thought that was a clever way of already creating an investment with him, and the film does a good job of developing Jack as we jump to various times in his life, from when he arrives at the firehouse to meeting his wife and starting a family to his many calls on the job. Phoenix has made a career largely out of playing quirky or deranged characters. However, in Ladder 49, he just plays a regular person and gives a good performance, very different from what we're accustomed to seeing from him. The movie also probably develops his wife's concern about his safety. The filmmakers could have easily portrayed her as being really annoying about the subject, but they don't. They make us completely understand her point of view and the constant fear she has that he could perish while on the job. John Travolta plays the firehouse chief, and he does okay in the role, but he nonetheless has a few nice scenes with Phoenix. Reading up on how firefighters view movies about the profession, they've pointed out that it would be difficult to depict their job accurately in scenes where they go into a burning building, because the smoke completely blocks the field of vision, and film, after all, is a visual medium. The actors would also have to be covered completely head to toe, making it difficult for the audience to tell who is who. However, Ladder 49 does come close to depicting this, as the smoke is shown obscuring a lot of the action, and the actors wear the proper gear, including the breathing apparatus. While Ladder 49 has its occasional cheesy moments, and there's nothing subtle whatsoever about the presentation, it did make me invested in its lead characters, and the action sequences were well put together. Meanwhile, I found it difficult to care that much about the characters in Backdraft. Kurt Russell and William Baldwin do okay in the lead roles, but I did not find them to be all that fleshed out. Robert De Niro does have a somewhat interesting role as an inspector who investigates the cause of fires, although when that aspect eventually overtakes the plot and becomes the central focus, that's when I started to lose interest. The whole conspiracy theory subplot just did not develop in an intriguing manner, although there is a bit of solid commentary on the way politicians perform cost-cutting, even towards areas like firefighting that are pivotal to the public's safety. The dialogue is all fairly standard, and most of the other firefighters, outside of Russell and Baldwin, are largely interchangeable. Their respective love interests are also flatly written, although Rebecca De Mornay and Jennifer Jason Leigh try their best to elevate the material handed to them. Where Backdraft does succeed is in its handling of the action scenes. Like I mentioned before, firefighters find movies depicting their work in burning buildings to be largely inaccurate, due to the nature of filmmaking. Backdraft is one they particularly cite in this regard. With that said, Ron Howard still did a good job of making those scenes exciting and thrilling, with the special effects team from Industrial Light and Magic deserving a lot of credit for engulfing the actors in flames using various techniques. Hans Zimmer also composed a fitting score for the film, especially when the firefighters ride in their truck and are battling the fires. It's little surprise the main theme would later be used in several action movie trailers in the 90s, including the Jurassic Park movies. Ultimately, Backdraft is more so an action spectacle rather than a film with deep character development, and I find it plays things far too safe. It tries its best to show the teamwork of the firefighters and the dangers they find themselves in, but the whole script comes across as stock. Now let me know in the comments whether you prefer Ladder 49 or Backdraft, and as an added bonus, do you have a favorite movie about firefighters? I really like the movie Only the Brave, directed by Joseph Kosinski, who also made Top Gun Maverick and Tron Legacy. Sadly, not a lot of people saw that one. I highly recommend it though. Thank you for your question, Joshua.